Good morning, students. Today we're going to talk about adding and subtracting complex numbers. We've already talked about how to simplify them. So you got to remember that a complex number has two parts. It has a real part and an imaginary part. 3 plus 5i has 3 for the real part and 5i for the imaginary part. To add or subtract two complex numbers, we're going to add the real parts together or subtract depending on what we're doing. And then you're going to add or subtract the complex coefficients. It's sort of like adding like terms, and you've done that a lot. For instance, 2 minus 7i plus 3 plus 4i, and usually you see them in parentheses like this. This is the complex number, and then this is a complex number. Not always, but usually. We're going to add the real parts together, which is the 2 and the 3. And then we're going to add the imaginary parts together, which is negative 7i and positive 4i. So when we add 2 and 3 together, we get 5. So that's part of our answer over here. And then we're going to add negative 7 and positive 4 and get negative 3i, and there's negative 3i over there. Okay? Now, in this case, here's one that's a subtraction. Got it a little trickier. I used to have a list of 3 things that students would make mistakes on in any kind of math class. And this was one of them, distributing this negative sign to both things. Some teachers have told you to go ahead and make this a plus and then call this a negative 6 and a positive 3i. Just change the sign of both things. You can definitely do that. Okay, if that's what way you're used to doing it, that is fine. If you can do 8 minus 6 and get 2, and then you do 2i minus a negative is plus, isn't it? Okay, so there's the plus. 2 plus 3 is 5i. So you're just keeping all the I terms together, and you're keeping all the real parts together. All right? That's not too hard. Okay, let's try some more. Okay, we're going to put the real parts together and get 7. Okay, see if you can do the complex part. I'm going to wait and see if you give me an answer here. Oh, yeah, it's a video, isn't it? Okay, 2 and negative 5 is negative 3i. I just did that to be funny. I really knew that you weren't really there right when I'm doing this. Okay, and then 7 plus 1 is 8. Really, these are easy. These are easier than multiplying, I think. Negative 3 and positive 9, positive 6i. And then over here, go watch that negative sign. 6 minus 3 is 3. People usually get the first one. They forget to do it on the second one. 4i minus 2i is 2i. Okay, 24 minus 10 is 14. Aren't these easy? Don't you love these? Negative 13 and negative 4 is negative 17. Okay, the biggest thing the only thing I think that's gonna make these any trouble at all is that negative sign distributing. Okay, other than that, pretty simple. Good luck.